Today I set out to do the impossible task of making the definitive Boruto tier list. Now keep in mind, all my knowledge comes from pretty much the very first episode of Naruto, as well as fight scene compilations I've seen online. So without wasting any more time, I'll top right into this with this girl right here, which I think I heard somebody in a video say that she's responsible for surveillance in the Boruto series. Like, she kind of keeps an eye on everybody in the village. Is that right? That could be totally wrong, but if that is correct, then she goes in legit, because I mean, security is pretty important, right? Now, I have no idea who this is, but I mean, you know, she's kind of pretty, so we're gonna go ahead and put her up there. I did see a couple of scenes with her in different compilations, and I'll be honest, I just don't like her character at all, whatsoever. Now, I don't know her name, but I do remember her from the Naruto series, and though I haven't seen her in Boruto, I know she was pretty strong in the Naruto series. So for that reason, we're gonna put her in the legit category, even though I don't know kind of like how strong she is in the new series. I have no clue who this is. But she looks prepared to fight, man. She's already got her hair pulled back and, you know, ready to go, just like that it doesn't get in her way. That's somebody who's acclimated to battle, okay? So she's going in the legit tier at very least. This one looks like a wholesome, kind person. We'll put them in kind of relevant. They look like a villager you might run upon or something like that. Now, the only people with super pale skin like that are people that are related to the Snake Man, who I don't see here on the list at all, and that means he's gotta be strong. I think I've seen him turn like a teal color with a horn on his head and just absolutely blitz somebody, so we're gonna put him in God tier because, I mean, come on, that was pretty cool. It looked like it was a pretty strong move. I don't know anything about the character, but I mean, he did look pretty powerful doing it, so I'm gonna put him up there. I feel like this guy's kind of trash. I'll be honest, I think I saw him die pretty quickly in a fight scene compilation, but I could be wrong. Might be wrong about that one. Is this Naruto's stepdad? I think that's Naruto's stepdad. Come on, he's gotta go in God tier. He practically raised the strongest shinobi in all of Naruto. The dog, is that a dog? Is that what that is? I have no idea what that is, but I think it's a dog, so God tier, because I mean, come on. I have a pet dog, my dog is adorable, kind of looks the same, so you gotta forgive me on that one, dog's going God tier. Now this guy, I know a little bit about, all right? I saw a video where somebody explained, if I remember correctly, how he used to be a bad guy, like way back in the day, and then ended up becoming friends with one of the heroes. And he kind of turned into a good guy as a result of that. I also think he can control wood as well, which is, I believe, to be special in the Naruto universe, so we're gonna put him in God tier as well, because, I mean, if he can do that, and not everyone can, that's pretty special. This guy looks like he's trash, I'll be honest. I don't even know what this is. It's just a blue blur to me, so we're putting that there. I don't know who that is, but that haircut's gotta go, so we're putting him there. I know this is the best friend to the drunk ninja president lady, who I don't see on this list. Is she dead by this point in the story? Did she die? I guess we'll figure that out when we get there. But she's going into at least decent, because I mean, you know, she helps out the ninja president chick. I don't know who this child is, but they look way too young to be strong, so we're putting them there. Sakura, now we gotta put her in God tier. Hear me out, right? I know she gets a lot of flack in the community, but she's got some of the best medical skills in the show, period, hands down. And she's ridiculously strong, not to mention the fact she also has like no special abilities or gifts that she got from birth. Like, Naruto's got a fox demon of sorts. Sasuke has like 30 different people's eyeballs that he keeps popping into his sockets, you know, like they're interchangeable. But her, she's gotta like actually work for what she has. And if you were to pit her up against anybody else who also doesn't have any special abilities, she'd probably demolish them. This kid, I don't know how I feel about him. He gets into a lot of really cool fights in the actual anime, and it's animated beautifully. Like, his fights look awesome. I just don't know how I feel about him as a character, but it seems like he's at least decent. Now, this chick, I'm confused about her, all right? Can you guys in the comments help me understand this a little bit? Is this the daughter of Sakura, or is this the daughter of, where is she? This chick, because I'll be honest, she kind of looks more like this girl, and not even just the glasses, like she just genuinely looks more like that girl. And I know Sasuke, I know that dude was a little bit of a dog, man. He was messing around with homegirl over here, all right? I saw him getting busy with her, going ahead and like giving her a kiss on a bridge or something. I forget what he was doing, but he was laying down a mean hickey on that neck. Regardless, I like this chick. I think she's pretty cool. I'll be honest though, from the little bit of the scenes I have seen of Boruto, it'd be nice to see if she goes through some like really hard times, kind of like Sasuke did, right? That dude had a turmoil life, as did his brother. And if she went through some really hard times like that as well, I think it'd be great for some good character development. I've seen this one around a little bit as well. I saw her carrying around like some kind of weird, wait, hold up. Was she carrying around the demon that, the little like guy that hey, there he is, Satsan, my man, Satsan is back. Yeah, this guy's got like one of those tailed beasts in him as well. But where did she go? She was carrying it around in like a vase or something like that. Did the tailed beast have a baby and give it to her? Is that what happened there? Why was the tailed beast so small? Regardless, I like her a lot. I know she's just a child and I put him down in trash because he's just a child, but she's just the child of literally the strongest shinobi, period. So we gotta put her in at least legit. Now, I like this kid, all right? This guy also controls shadows, if I remember correctly, because his father does the same. I don't see his father on here. Hopefully his father isn't dead at this point. I do like this kid. I think he's pretty cool. We're gonna put him up in decent because I think he's got the potential to become really strong in the future. This is the sister, the sister to Naruto's wife, I think, right? And I don't know how strong she is, but I also don't know how relevant she is. So we're gonna put her down in irrelevant, despite the fact that I really do like her character. I'm pretty sure he's also irrelevant, and I don't know what that is. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know if I'm looking at a horse or a person. I have no idea, but I don't like the look of it. So we're putting that there. I also don't know what this chick is doing here. Honestly, it looks like she came from a different anime entirely. So we're gonna put her in irrelevant, and I don't know who this is. I've never seen them, but we're gonna put them in decent because they have some battle tactical gear on, so you know they throw down, right? We're actually gonna put them in legit. They gotta be strong. Probably stronger than these people, so we're gonna put them up there. Oh, these kids, I remember these. All right, so this is actually what made me a fan of Sakura and why, like, I think highly of her, right? So there we go along with this dude right over here, and there's also a little round pudgy monster thing that follows him around, but I can't find it on the list. Well, we'll come to that when we do. But she fights all these guys, and she lays the smackdown on them. Now, if I'm to understand properly, I think I heard somebody say that this guy right here is stronger, or at least comparable in power to this dude right here. I'll be showing a picture of him because I don't remember his name, but the guy who wears the red armor, and she demolished this guy. Like, granted, Naruto and Sasuke did come to help, but she was absolutely eating away at this dude with punches. And look at how many magic eyes he has. Like, this guy could not take her on, and he has all this power. So he's gonna go in legit, and his children are gonna go down here. I think that's pretty fair. Sad Sand, we gotta put Sad Sand down, man. I don't know how sad Sand is at this point in Boruto, but he's still my man has a business haircut going on. I'm not feeling it at all, but I do like this character, right? He's pretty cool. We gotta put him in like God tier at very least. Oh wait, what is she doing up here? Hold up. My bad. I forgot she was up there. But yeah, we gotta put him in God tier. He is pretty legit, but I'm sorry, that haircut's gotta go. They could have done him better. They could have gave my man something better. I have no idea who this is, but we'll put him in legit. He looks like he's a pretty capable character. I don't know who that is. They're probably irrelevant. All right, so look, hear me out here. Am I wrong to say whenever I see somebody with a mask where one eye is present, that person is always strong? Always. Every time I see a mask that only has one eyeball showing, that person's a monster, hands down. So we're putting this person in God tier. I have no idea who they are. Isn't this one of these summons? Like the toad, the slug, and then the snake? We gotta put that in God tier for sure. I mean, that's gotta go up there. Also, the Nine Tails Fox, I mean, yeah, that goes up in God tier. I think I saw this guy wielding a sword. Like, there's like some legendary swords and in the show, and I think he's got one of them. I could be wrong on that, but I put him in decent for that, and I don't know who this kid is. But they look pretty determined. They look like they might be pretty capable in a fight, so we'll go ahead and put them in decent. Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong. Did I not see this chick right here helping everyone fight against one of the pale villains? I feel like I did. I feel like there was a massive tree. Everyone was working together in order to beat this one guy who looked really cool, might I add. I hope he's on this list. I don't see him here yet, but he was pretty awesome looking. And I think she laid into him with some pretty clean punches. So we gotta put him at God tier because if I understand correctly, the person that she was fighting was a literal god, which makes her God tier. The dogs are going to go into trash. They don't look like my dogs, so they can't be all that cute. And oh my god, this is that dude. He's bald, and why did they gotta do him like that? Why? Why did they have to go and make him bald like that? Okay, so the reason I see this as being wrong on so many levels is because think of it, right? Like, not even the old men of Naruto, like the first ninja president, had a bald spot like this. And they gotta do my man like that? Oh, dude, that's messed up. I don't know who this is, but you know, I know that the assassin group of the Hidden Leaf wears masks, so this is probably the assassin group of whatever this village is. Seeing as he's in all brown, I'm gonna assume that's the Sand Village, and for that reason, he's gonna go in legit. Now, Kakashi, I like this character. He's one of my favorites in Naruto, hands down, and For that reason, he's got to go in God tier because I know he's really exceptionally strong. Now, I'm not sure if he still has his, I don't know what it's called, the red eyeballs like this person has. I don't know if he still has one because he doesn't have it here. But even without that, this guy's an absolute monster. Like, he doesn't even need it. He still, I'm sure, knows all of the spells that he had back when he had the eyeball. Moving on, we got this chick right here who's got red eyes, and I've learned from the Naruto series, if they have red eyes, they're probably strong. Alright, it's a good fail safe. But not everyone with red eyes has the magic ones, right? Some people just have red colored eyes. So maybe that's what she has. I can't really see, the image is really small. I don't know if she's got the little spots on there. Maybe she only has one spot, but I'm not quite sure. Either way, we're putting her at least in legit. I feel like she can do some work. Oh, is that his hand? This guy reminds me of the dude who used to chill with Sasuke back when they were younger. There was a dude who chilled with Sasuke who can like make his arms into jet engines, and this is kind of what he reminds me of. And that guy was pretty strong to my understanding, so we're gonna put this guy in legit. He's gotta be a pretty formidable opponent if he's growing his fists. You know they're gonna clobber you real good. This chick has forever and always been irrelevant, so she's gonna go down there. Now, Boruto, I'll be honest, the guy's strong, we can't deny that, we gotta put him in God tier. Unfortunately, I don't like this character at all whatsoever, not even a little bit. A spoiled brat with absolutely zero gratitude, and didn't even have to put half of the effort in order to get half of the skill that his parents got. Talk about having everything just given to you on a silver platter. What? I mean, you couldn't make a less interesting main character. And sure, Naruto may have made a bunch of shadow clones in the very first episode, but Naruto sucked at everything else. Like, the dude was not good at anything. And we watched his journey, or at least you guys watched his journey. I watched it through fight scene compilations. But even somebody who's not a fan of Naruto knows that he had to work in order to get those powers. Like, he had to really put in a lot of effort. And that was his whole shtick was, hey, look, I may suck, but you can overcome obstacles by having determination and hard work. There was a good lesson there. What's this kid's deal? Whining that his dad isn't there despite the fact that his dad takes care of an entire don't even get me started. You know what? I'm gonna stop there. Don't even get me started on this kid. I don't like him, but he is God tier. After all, he did take out somebody's eye, Sasuke's eye, which even that wasn't even deserved, let's be honest. Now, this is the girl that Sasuke was dating for a little bit. I think they were dating anyway. And also the potential mother of this young lady right here, but I don't know how strong she is. So for that reason, we're gonna keep her in legit. I think she's pretty capable, but I just don't know how capable. Isn't this guy right here the one who fights Naruto during the school exams, during the tournament? He tells Naruto that like, oh, highborns will always be highborns and all that. He's the one who says 8, oh wait, what is it? 8 grams? Try, I don't know. 64 grams gently fist you. Something, well, oh, no. That is definitely not what he says. Oh, Lord, no. So he's got to be pretty strong. He also looked like he didn't age all that well, but he's got to be pretty strong. I just don't know how strong. I don't know if I'm ready to say that he's God tier, but we'll put him into at least legit, like really high on the legit tier. My man with the hoodie, I think is Sad Sand's brother. I think this is the puppet man. I don't know how strong. I still, after all this time, don't know how strong puppets are in the Naruto universe. Because look, all I'm saying is, if kunais don't kill people anymore, then what is a puppet gonna do? I'll be damned if I go into a fight and there's one guy with a blade and another guy with Pinocchio on his shoulder. I'm probably gonna run from the guy with the knife and not the guy with Pinocchio. So for that reason, I'm gonna put him down in kind of irrelevant at this point in the series because I just don't see puppets being all that powerful. What is that on her shoulder? What do you got there, man? What is that? I don't know what that is. But we're gonna put her in irrelevant. Naruto when he uses his sexy jutsu. Yeah, I mean, God tier, it's Naruto, right? So, you know, we gotta put that pretty high up there. A common villager? Okay, we'll put him there. I think I've seen this chick in it. I think I've seen her hanging around with the other kids, like this guy right here. So we'll put them around the same, but I don't know if I've ever seen her fight. This old man is the one who helped with his dust match. What was it? He put somebody in a cube. I think he put Sasuke into a cube, and he was gonna like eradicate him from existence. And he was also really old back then, and now he's even older. But I imagine he's just as strong, so we're gonna put him in God tier. I believe that he is a literal god, so we have to put him God tier, right? He's got the pale skin. She's also dressed like this guy, so we're gonna we gotta put them side by side, right? Like, how do you not put them side by side? My man here is the one with the dog, right? The one that can sniff real well, and he kind of turns his dog into himself, or he turns into his dog. I think they would do both of those things, not quite sure, but there's no way this guy is holding up to the likes of anyone up here. Like, it's just not happening, right? He's been irrelevant since the Naruto series, and I imagine imagine it's pretty much the same thing going on here. Here we have Rock Lee's kid, but I don't think he's all that good at fighting. Doesn't he like have social anxiety, which is horrible for fighting? So he is the kid of one of the best hand-to-hand combat users, and for that reason I want to put him pretty high up, but he seems like a little bit of a weakling, to be honest, so we'll put him in kind of irrelevant. There's something ominous about this chick, and I don't like it. We're putting her in legit. Now here we have Naruto's wife, and she is an absolute monster in disguise. She also does the 8 trigrams of gentle fisting, so hopefully she just doesn't do it to herself. So we could is this Kakashi's child? All right, I know they both have the headband over their one eyeball. Maybe he's just a fan, but maybe it's his kid. I don't know. Everyone's having kids in this show, so we'll go ahead and put this kid in decent, because if it is his child, then he's bound for greatness. Sometimes Naruto introduces some pretty unique and weird characters, and this is one of those examples right here where you have somebody who's a god but also likes to fish with chakras. So by default, he's got to go in the god tier, but I don't think he's all that strong of a god tier opponent. And I also understand that the power scaling of Naruto is a little bit wonky like Dragon Ball, right? There's certain things in Dragon Ball that just don't make sense, and characters who fight other characters that definitely shouldn't be standing a chance, and I feel like that's the case with him, because I saw a scene where he fights Sasuke, and Sasuke's like, yeah, my chakra is low, I can't do it. And it's like, my dude, man, come on, for real, you're gonna lose to this guy, really? Come on. I don't know who this is, but he looks a lot like her, so maybe they're kind of siblings, and as a result, maybe their power levels are kind of comparable. I don't know. This kid is definitely not gonna last long in the Boruto series. We're just gonna drop it at that and leave it there. Now this guy, I don't know who he is, but I know he's strong. All right, so we're putting him pretty high up, and that's gonna go right along with this thing right here, because I think that's the 10 Tails. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I've seen this guy definitely fight in the same battle that she fought in, where there was that big tree, they were fighting against a god, and they were doing absolutely amazing work fighting against them. And he was pretty strong in there, so we have to put him in god tier. I mean, anybody who fights a god has got to be on their tier. So we gotta put him up there just by default. Wait, hold up. No, he's not dead? Isn't this, no, come on. Isn't this the guy who's got no personality of his own? He's a complete and total ripoff off of the Snake Man. Here we go. Here's the real dude right here. Right along with Boruto, this man is about one of my least favorite characters in the series, hands down. Trash tier. I don't care about his powers. I don't care about any of that. Trash tier. Absolute garbage. I never want to see him in the... I wish he stayed in Sasuke's brother's illusion for the rest of time. Put him in the negative zone, leave him there, and never take him out. However, the guy he likes to copy, this man right here, definite god tier. He also has the band-aids around his face. So if you don't mind, I've never seen this character, but I'm gonna place him right next to her because they all have the band-aids on their face. Here we have another scientist, which I'm gonna put in irrelevant. And then we have this guy, which I remember from the actual Naruto series, and he's pretty strong. I don't know how strong he is by the end of this, but I think he's the same one who pierces things with his fingers, or maybe this is the guy who has the octopus inside of him. That might be who that is. And if that's who that is, then he's definitely god tier. Okay, alright, hear me out. Is this not the most Clark Kent disguise you have ever seen in your life? Are they not the same person? I know my man here has got a mustache, and he doesn't have a mustache here, but it's easy enough to shave off a mustache and put on a pair of glasses. Are they the same am I onto something? Are they the same person? They might be the same person. I'm not quite sure. You know, let's do this, because I'm not quite sure. We'll settle for this. Here we go. This is the guy who kidnapped Naruto's wife and then tried to marry homegirl. He tried to take Naruto's woman. That's not gonna happen, man. Naruto blitzed this dude through the moon, if I remember correctly. Straight up went to outer space for his girl. I mean, Naruto can quite literally say, I'd go to the ends of the earth for you, because that's what he did. He went to the moon for his lady, just to clap this man's cheeks. And he stood absolutely no chance. Now, he might be a god, so, you know, god tier is kind of baseline for him. However, he kind of didn't look all that strong when Naruto was bodying him. So, we're gonna put him at the bottom of god tier, and hopefully that's okay. However, we're gonna take this chick right on over here and put her pretty high up in god tier, because I think she can pretty much handle everyone in here that's lower than her in this tier so far. Also, I'm glad to see that she's not dead. I'm glad to see that she's still in the show. Alright, I think this is the one that wanted to be like Naruto ever since he was a kid, and I think he's an instructor now in the Boruto universe. However, I'm pretty sure he gets beat up by everybody and everyone that he ends up fighting, so I'm kind of tempted to put him down here in decent. I don't think he's all that strong, even though he should be. I think it's one of those instances of wonky power levels in the Naruto universe, because by all metrics of measurement, he should be really, really powerful, but he gets beat by people who really shouldn't be beating him. How about we compromise and we put him in legit. Come on, come on. Nothing else needs to be said. Nothing else needs to be said. I don't even really watch Naruto, but he split this man in half with a kick. He's gotta go up there. I don't know whose child this is, but I think she's pretty capable for the power levels of the other children, and for that reason, we're gonna plop her right around the other kids over here. I really should have made a different tier list just for the children, honestly. I should have just like plopped another tier in here, but I think it'll suffice. I think you guys will be understanding. I'm pretty sure this is the guy who absorbs another god and then ends up fighting everyone at once. And he looked really cool once he hit his final form, and he's pretty powerful, but in this specific form, I don't think he's all too powerful when compared to the top tiers of Naruto. I think this is another snake summon, which is pretty powerful, so we'll put that with the other summons. Wait, Ninetales is like the most powerful summon, so he's got to go there. My apologies. Naruto himself definitely got to go up there, no doubt about that. Isn't this the monkey that the third went ahead and summoned? Isn't this the monkey that the third uses in order to fight? I haven't seen him in the series pretty much at all whatsoever, but from my understanding, he's a pretty powerful summon, so we got to put that right over there. Also, we're changing his place. Here we got Rock Lee. Made it to adulthood and managed to not die. Despite the fact that he's got absolutely no ninja magic at all whatsoever, he's still alive in this series, which is pretty impressive because, well, this is like the only other person who's done that. Especially when you're fighting people like this and you're fighting people like that. Like, come on, man. That's a pretty impressive feat alone. We gotta put him pretty high up there. Now, I haven't seen him do too much fighting since the Naruto series. I don't know how strong he is in Boruto, but I have to imagine he's at least comparable to his sensei. Look, you guys are gonna have to forgive me. If I see somebody who's pale, I'm automatically assuming that they are a descendant of like the gods in the show, right? So I gotta put him up here. I don't know his deal, but I'm assuming that he's related to these guys. But this pale guy right here, he's a little bit different because I know that he is an assassin of some kind. He worked with Naruto quite a bit in the past. He likes to paint. He makes like, you know, creatures from his paintings that pop out and they attack whoever he demands. So I don't know how strong he is in Boruto, but I mean, he's an assassin, right? So he's gotta be pretty strong at very least. We'll put him in the legit tier. This is a child. We'll put him with the other children because, I mean, it seems like it fits. This character right here gets eaten by his friend right over there in order to make himself stronger. And I think they fuse into somebody who's got like yellow eyes on his palms. Really cool fight scene there. I enjoyed that a lot. Some of the best choreographed like anime fight scenes I've seen in a very long time. Especially as a Dragon Ball fan, you know us Dragon Ball fans are thirsty for some good animation. And also, seeing him fight Sasuke was a lot of fun as well. I really enjoyed the scene where I think he comes down with some kind of hammer or axe or something and Sasuke teleports away. Really cool scene. Wish Sasuke didn't lose his eye. Don't worry, he's coming up in the tier list shortly enough. But next up we have this guy right here, who's the father to one of the children that we looked at before, and he controls the shadows. And he's also like an absolute mega mind genius, but I don't think his power is all that high. So for that reason, we're gonna put him in pretty legit. I don't think he's all that strong, but he is very capable. One of those people that is really good as an assist role in order to lock somebody down while you go ahead and nail them with the attack. Now here we have Cyclops from X-Men who decided to enter the Naruto universe, and I have no clue what this guy does at all whatsoever. But Cyclops in X-Men is pretty powerful, and if he's anything like him, then that means he's gotta be pretty strong, so we're gonna put him in legit. Hey, here's the pudgy guy I was talking about before, but let's be real, this thing isn't fighting anybody, right? He's more of like a utility. You'd use him in order to do reconnaissance, in order to go ahead and like check out a specific area, scout somebody, things of that sort. But he's not really all that powerful, so we're gonna have to put him into the trash tier. Now we got the summons, here we go, or the tailed beast rather, and we have this one which used to belong to Sad Sand, and I think this tailed beast had a baby because they have a small version of it that belongs to Naruto's daughter. And this tailed beast right here, I do believe he's the second strongest tailed beast. I'm not quite sure about that, but I think that is true. I remember hearing somebody say that. And last but not least, look, we have other characters down here. We're just not going to get to them all just because there is quite a bit. And honestly, I don't know who any of these characters are at all whatsoever, but there is this guy right here. Sasuke, one of my favorite characters in Naruto, but I'm conflicted. I'm so conflicted about this character because he's so overpowered. He's broken, completely and totally broken, but he got his eye stabbed out by a child. That's stupid. That is so stupid. You're telling me a literal god comes down at this dude with a hammer and he teleports away. You're telling me he's dodged attacks he wasn't even looking at. And I mean, all right, hold hold up. You're telling me he's got 2 of the best magic eyes in the show, and he still could not dodge this child's attack? No, I'm not buying it. But we gotta put him in God tier. I want to put him down here just for getting his eye stabbed out, but we gotta put him up here. But friends, that wraps up the definitive Naruto tier list. Let me know what you guys think about it. How good or bad was I? And friends, check this out. If you want me to make a tier list for your favorite animes, leave them in the comments down below. Now, if you enjoyed this tier list and you want to see the tier list we did for the Naruto series, feel free to check out the video on your screen now. And I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.